Hey, let me hit you with this. Ever buy a house thinking you're stepping right into your version of the American dream, only to wake up smack in the middle of some suburban reality show where the villain's a middle-aged lady with a clipboard and a superiority complex? Yeah, that was us. Me, Tom Harper, and my wife Emily. Just looking for a fresh start in Willow Creek. This picture-perfect neighborhood where the air smells like maple in the fall and every house has a flagpole out front. You'd think we were extras in some real estate commercial. Instead, we wound up as the main event in a showdown that honestly put every cop drama I've ever seen to shame. Here's how it started. One sleepy Saturday, I'm halfway through my first mug of coffee on the porch, breathing in that early morning peace, when this shrill voice rips right through the quiet, like someone hit fast forward on the drama. I peek out, and there she is, Karen Thompson, our HOA president, standing in our driveway like she owns the deed to our souls, phone raised, already filming like she's trying to win an Emmy for Best Neighborhood Snitch. Emily's just come home, still in her sheriff's uniform from a brutal 12-hour shift, bar fights, traffic wrecks, you name it, gym bag slung over one shoulder, looking like she's carrying the weight of the whole damn county. Mrs. Thompson, she says, and her voice is calm, steady, the way she gets when she's talking down a drunk at 2 a.m. I just need 5 minutes to change and grab my things. But Karen? She's not hearing any of it. She's got that manic look people get when they've already decided they're right. No 5 minutes, no excuses, she snaps, jabbing her phone at Emily like she's got a badge too. You've been disrespecting this community long enough. Parking that cop car here like you own the place. Rules are rules, and I'm done with you. Neighbors are peeking out now, coffee in hand, bathrobes and all, pretending they're not loving every second. Karen's voice is climbing higher. Now she's shouting. You think you're above the law? Not in my neighborhood. I'm placing you under arrest for misuse of county property. And I swear, even the birds stop singing. Emily just blinks. Then there's this tiny spark in her eyes. Like, okay, lady, you want to play? Excuse me, she says, and her voice goes low, dangerous. You're placing me under arrest? Karen steps forward, all puffed up, waving her phone around. You heard me. Under arrest. Look, I can't just watch this train wreck. I step in. Karen, for God's sake, you're not a cop. You can't arrest anyone. She spins on me, wild-eyed. Don't lecture me, Tom Harper. I'm protecting this community from people like her. People who think they're special. The crowd's eating it up, some shaking their heads, kids wide-eyed like it's Saturday morning cartoons. Emily doesn't even flinch. She just squares her shoulders, chin up. Mrs. Thompson, you just threatened to arrest a sworn sheriff. Do you have any idea what you're doing? Now there's a hush, like everyone's waiting to see if lightning's about to strike. But you know what? This didn't start today. Let me back up a sec. When we moved to Willow Creek, we thought we'd found paradise. Neat lawns, people waving as they watered flowers. The kind of place where your biggest worry is who wins the neighborhood chili cook-off. Me, I like my life neat, bills paid, desk organized, world in order. Emily, on the other hand, she can handle chaos, and good thing too, because her job's pure chaos wrapped in a badge. No one knew Emily was a sheriff. We kept it quiet. Just easier that way. Enter Karen Thompson, divorced, always dressed like she's heading to a board meeting, clipboard permanently attached. I saw her the first week, stalking the sidewalks, marking down grass that was half an inch too long, garbage cans out past noon, mailboxes a fraction off regulation. Emily leans over and whispers, she doesn't want a neighborhood, Tom. She wants a kingdom. Nailed it. Because the second Karen spotted that patrol car in our driveway, we basically became her new crusade. First, it's a knock at the door, loud enough to rattle your fillings. Mr. Harper, why is there a police vehicle in your driveway? Section 3.2. No commercial vehicles. Rules are rules. She hands me a $50 fine like she's Oprah giving away cars. I try to explain, Emily just finished a shift, she'll move it in 5. No exceptions. Red ink all over the notice. I figure, whatever, she's just a stickler. But Karen isn't just a stickler. She's a full-blown vigilante with a smartphone. Next thing I know, she's outside every morning, taking pictures of Emily's car like she's building a case for law and order, Willow Creek. Emails start showing up, urgent violation, complete with time-stamped photos, 7:42 a.m., 7:58 a.m., 8:05 a.m. like she's running a time trial. I start feeling like maybe the house came with a free side of paranoia. Emily laughs it off. Just ignore her, Tom. She'll get bored. Yeah, right. Ignoring Karen's like ignoring a smoke alarm. It just gets louder. By week 2, she's got a stopwatch around her neck. By week 3, she's installed a security camera in her yard, pointed straight at our place. One day I catch her snapping pics of me while she's watering her plants. Community safety, Tom, she says with this fake sweet smile. Some people can't follow rules. Sure, Karen. Sure. Then comes the stalker move. She starts tailing Emily's patrol car in her SUV. Emily comes home one night, slams the door, says, "This isn't HOA drama anymore, Tom. This is stalking." Her voice is shaking, but not from fear. There's fire in her eyes. She sits down, sips her coffee, and says, "We're done playing nice." And just like that, it's on. Emily digs into the HOA bylaws. Late nights at the kitchen table, papers everywhere. She finds gold. Karen changed the parking rules 6 months ago. No vote, no notice. That's straight up illegal. And those fines? Turns out they're about as enforceable as a lemonade stand IOU. Emily goes full detective, calls up her contacts, pulls records. Turns out Karen's pulled this same stunt in 2 other neighborhoods. Fines, threats, lawsuits, rinse and repeat. I'm stunned. This is her playbook. Meanwhile, I'm doing some recon of my own, chatting up the neighbors. You ever have trouble with Karen? Oh boy, the floodgates open. Mrs. Larson fined $200 for her son's car. The Wilsons, $50 for hanging laundry after 6 p.m., a rule Karen made up on the spot. Old Mr. Jenkins, ticketed because his hydrangeas were too tall. I start filling up a notebook with stories, and for the first time, it's not just about us. It's about everyone she's bullied. Then Emily hits pay dirt. Bank records show every fine Karen handed out went right into her own account. 14 grand, 8 months. That's not community service, that's embezzlement. And if that wasn't enough, Emily uncovers fake invoices from contractors, checks going right back to Karen. Kickbacks, tax fraud, the whole 9 yards. So now it's go time. The night of the HOA meeting, the place is packed. Neighbors who haven't shown up in years are suddenly here, buzzing, waiting for fireworks. Karen struts in, clipboard clutched like the crown jewels. She launches right in. We need to address the Harper family's ongoing violations. Folder ready to bury us in photos. I stand up, heart hammering, hands sweating. Karen, I'd like to say something. The community deserves the truth. She rolls her eyes. 2 minutes, Tom. I turn to the crowd. How many of you read the current HOA bylaws? How many voted on these new rules? Dead silence. That's because there was no vote. These rules, they're illegal. Emily steps forward, pulls out her badge, lets it glint in the overhead lights. Sheriff Emily Harper, Orange County. I've been investigating this HOA for the last 3 weeks. The room goes nuclear. Karen's face drains. Emily keeps going, laying out the evidence. Illegal bylaws, fines funneled into Karen's account, IRS violations, kickbacks. I start passing around the proof. Bank records, neighbor testimonies, contractor checks. People are stunned. Mrs. Larson, shaking, reads her fine. The Wilsons start crying. Jenkins mutters about his hydrangeas. Karen loses it, pounding her clipboard, shouting, "This is slander. You're all being manipulated." But Emily, cool as ice, cuts her off. "This isn't slander. This is evidence. And as sheriff, I'm suspending you as HOA president, effective immediately." The crowd explodes, cheering, clapping, hugging. Karen's storming out, clutching her ruined folder, precious photos spilling out behind her. Emily just says, "You did this to yourself." Karen's gone inside a week, hit with fraud and tax charges, probation, banned from ever joining an HOA again. Willow Creek breathes easy. Jenkins is the interim president. Mrs. Larson's the secretary. Nobody's getting silenced now. The Wilsons start up a neighborhood barbecue, and those illegal hydrangeas? They're a point of pride. But Emily? She's not done. She starts hosting homeowner workshops on fighting HOA abuse. 30 people show up, then 50, then 100. The story gets picked up in the local news. Lawmakers start talking HOA reform. Our little fight, it's suddenly bigger than all of us. Now, I sit on our porch, coffee in hand, watching kids race bikes down the street, and I think about how close we came to losing it all. Karen tried to break us, but all she did was give us a real sense of community. The kind you can't buy, the kind you have to fight for. So what do you think? Was Emily right to take her down, or did Karen deserve a second chance to explain herself? Ever gone up against an HOA tyrant or someone who tried to boss around a whole neighborhood? Drop your story in the comments. I read everyone. And hey, if this hit close to home, give it a like or share it with someone fighting the good fight, because sometimes justice doesn't start in a courtroom. Sometimes it starts right in your own backyard.